Firefighting wasn't always the high-tech operation we know today. Back in the early days, it was nothing more than a line of people passing buckets of water from hand to hand. The first real fire hoses showed up in the 1600s. They were made of leather, heavy, stiff, and unreliable. They dry out, crack, and often burst under pressure. Modern firefighting took shape with the introduction of lightweight cotton hoses lined with rubber. This design kept the hose flexible and durable, and it changed everything on the fire ground. Today, hoses come in all shapes and sizes: small, light lines for wildland fires, and big, heavy-duty hoses built for industrial blazes. It all starts in the factory. Hundreds of bobbins of polyester yarn feed into automated looms on the floor above. Spring-loaded rods keep each yarn under perfect tension. That tension is critical. It ensures the fabric is woven tight and strong. Each loom is programmed to create specific weave patterns, including identifying stripes. Those stripes help workers later on when it's time to assemble the hoses. The fabric they're weaving now will become the jacket, the tough exterior layer of the hose. Since these hoses have to take a beating, the fabric gets soaked in a polymer solution mixed with dye for color. That coating locks in durability and makes the material resistant to water and heat. At another station, workers mix polyurethane granules, basically a tough plastic, with white colorant and adhesive pellets. This mixture will form the waterproof tube that runs through the inside of the hose. Heat activates the adhesive, and the extruder machine shapes the mix into a hollow tube. Then it runs the tube through a cooling bath to set the plastic before an automated printer marks it with tracking codes. Assembly is a careful, layered process. First, a long cable pulls the outer hose jacket down a 33-yard line. A second untreated jacket slides inside that first layer. Finally, the innermost rubber tube is threaded all the way through the double layer of fabric. With the pieces in place, it's time to bond them into one solid hose. One end is clamped to a steam nozzle. Pressurized steam blasts through the line, straightening it and heating the adhesive so it fuses to the inner jacket. Then a blast of cold air locks the bond in place. Once the bonding is done, the hose is coiled, then prepped for its hardware, the couplings. These are the metal fittings that connect the hose to a hydrant on one end and a nozzle on the other. Workers trim the ends, insert a brass expansion ring, and slide an aluminum coupling over it. An expansion machine pushes the brass outward, wedging it tightly into the aluminum for a permanent fit. Now every hose goes through a rigorous pressure test. They fill it with water, check for leaks, kinks, or loose couplings, and make sure it can handle the heat of the job. After testing, the hose is drained, a giant sponge clears out the remaining water, and it's rolled and stenciled with its type and ID. From there, it's ready to hit the field, brand new, durable, and waiting for its first real test in the heat of the fire ground. If you enjoyed this behind-the-scenes look, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment so you don't miss the next ride along with the Black Fireman.